the last thing that I'll say about this for now. When I say that Andrew was not my intellectual equal, that doesn't mean that I think he was dumb. I think actually it takes a lot of intelligence to manipulate to the level that he does. I think that he was intelligent enough when he came into my life to sense what I wanted and needed and pretended to be that. I think that takes intelligence. I also think he knew or, figured out my biggest weakness was my boys. So he pretended to be a good parent, especially when they were younger. When they were little, he was so involved. We took turns being stay-at-home parents back when you could do that, back when, one person could work and support the family. We took turns doing that. He used to cry at their milestones, making me think that he was just as involved and in love and, as I was. It takes an incredible amount. My mother even. No one loved Andrew more than my mother. I believe not even me. And she loved him so much, and I did, because we thought he was someone that he wasn't. The person that I married, that I thought I married, was not capable of the amount of horrific amount of lies, betrayals, backstabbing, fraud, all the things. It takes a lot of intelligence to blind that many people. You got to be really intuitive. Yeah, for sure. But in the practical sense, like I said, I love to learn about anything. Anything. I'm a student of history, but literally anything. He didn't. His hobbies include gaming and chasing women. And I keep saying that, but I mean it, like that's his hobby. His hobby is, how many DMs can I slide into? Because he's empty. He's empty inside. He has to have 12 different things going on at once. And I remember one time I said, why is that? Why do you have to be playing a game on your phone and watching TV while simultaneously doing 12 other things? And he said, I don't like being in my own head. He hates it there. I can't imagine why. But I don't think and I would say, like, it's okay. Like, about things that I don't, and vice versa. That's okay. For him, it wasn't, though. It wasn't okay for me to know something that he didn't know. And instead of, again, leveling up and being like, oh, okay, my wife wants to talk about these things that I don't know about, let me look into them, let me learn. He just resented me for knowing something that he didn't. And I'd be like, hey, it's really cool that you can just YouTube what's wrong with our car and then fix it. Like, that's not something that I feel like I would be capable of. Like, that's incredible that you're, like, able to do that. Just literally learn how to take apart everything and put it, like, not me. That's not where I shine, right? It's okay. We're a team. It's all right that you're good at these things and I'm good at these things. No, it wasn't. No. I can't tell you how many times I had to say, we're on the same team. It's not you against me, but everything was some sort of perceived slight. Everything. If I knew something he didn't, if I just literally everything. And I didn't understand at the time that when you're that insanely insecure, that, yeah, you take everything as a threat, a slight, whatever. But also when you're a grimy person, when you're the grimiest person, and I'm sure that there are worse people than him in the world. I just pray to God that I never meet them. But for me, what he's done to me over the span of 2 decades, what he's done to my sons. For me, he's the worst person on the planet. When you're that awful of a person to make others around you think and feel like they're the problem because they're smart, or, they know something that you don't know, or they have hobbies that you don't care about, or, whatever. It's just like, even that manipulation, it's just wild to me. But anyway, I don't think that he was dumb. I think he was very intuitive. I think he was very intelligent when it came to manipulating people. He put all of his time and effort into perfecting this persona. Instead of just being a good person, he spent every waking second pretending to be one. And then anytime he was confronted, and he knew he was lying every single time, he knew he was lying. He knew he was lying. The other thing he taught me was, a man can literally be on his hands and knees in front of you with snot running down his face and still be lying. It's incredible. It's literally incredible. They will chase you down and literally be on their hands and knees, gripping your feet, snot running down their face, and still be lying. You're the love of my life. I can't live without you. Oh my God, I would never, and still be lying. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. And I've prayed that no other woman will fall for it, because not a single thing has changed. He is middle-aged. Like, he's a middle-aged man at this point, and is still doing the same shit that he was doing when he was 16, 17, 18. Nothing will ever change. He had years and decades to grow, and to not, he had all this time. He had all the time in the world, and he actively chose every single day to just continue to be a piece of shit. And continue to make me think that my response to his behavior was the problem and not his behavior. That's intelligence. That's intelligence, when you warp someone else's mind like that.